Good morning, Bones. I'm not ashamed at all to admit that I'm very excited for Assassin's Creed Mirage. And I just wanted to talk about that game today because it's been on my mind a lot because I'm very excited for it. And I just wanted to share with you all today why I'm very excited for this game. I think that's all the intro that you need, so let's get started. Oh, this is just my script that I wrote because I do that now. When I first saw the gameplay demo and I saw that parkour and that animations and how similar they looked to Valhalla and Odyssey, I wasn't all that impressed. Honestly, that stickiness of the jumping between beams, I felt that. And after going back and playing through Assassin's Creed 2 recently, wow, it felt a lot smoother than that looked. I feel like something that's hugely important to the parkour in general is that the fact that this game is being set in a city again. You know, if you look at Odyssey's and Origins and Valhalla's parkour, they're not that great. The parkour in those games is simply just a method of getting from A to B. It's not an engaging mechanic. It's not part of the gameplay loop. It's like just running and jumping in that game doesn't feel anywhere as good as it does in the old games because you might as well just be riding a horse. But with this game being set in a city, this leads me to believe that while I'm playing Mirage, even though the animations may not be that great, it'll still give me that great classic Assassin's Creed feeling of running through the streets looking, okay, what can I climb? Where do I go? How do I get up there? Where and how to get there? And I think that is really big. Pathfinding. It's one of the things that made the old games and the one of the reasons that the parkour in those games are so great and all the creative things you can do with them. And I know there was a lot of controversy surrounding back ejects, and while I am bummed out that the Ezio style side jumping and back ejects and all that aren't going to be in the game, look, I'm upset about that, but it doesn't really bother me that much because I look at Unity, which has great parkour, which doesn't have those in the way that the Ezio games did. Even Assassin's Creed 3 didn't have them, and that game still had great parkour. Yeah, I didn't mention Assassin's Creed 4 or Rogue because those parkour were just so mad. And Syndicate, it just felt like on rails just going. You know, it didn't feel as engaging or interesting as it did in Unity or the Ezio games. But as far as parkour goes, it seems like it will bring back pathfinding. That thinking while you're playing, where and how can I go and how can I climb to get there, and jumping between rooftops. And I think if all that's back, which it looks like it will, that's enough to get me excited for the parkour in this game. So yeah, the animations look a little meh to me. I'm not totally thrilled about that. But in the face of everything else of parkour that this game seems to be bringing back, I'm excited. I'm excited for the parkour. Also, something that I haven't heard anyone mention about the parkour is that there's going to be no mini-maps. And I think that is so big. I think that pathfinding and finding a way up and around buildings without a minimap is going to be awesome. Personally, I'm a radar guy. I love it when all my open world games have radars. I prefer radars so much better than minimaps. Because even when I play like Assassin's Creed 2 and Unity and Brotherhood and all those games, I still find myself looking at the minimap, you know, like where the streets go. Like I'm looking at the minimap more often than the street to get the layout of the street. And yeah, you could say, well, Alex, just turn the minimap off. Well, it's there, you know, and it's hard to turn it off because then you can't see the objective. But point is, Mirage is being designed from the ground up without the minimap and with the radar, and that's exciting. So running through these streets, desperately looking for a place to go and how to get there, and pathfinding and parkour, that all seems to be coming back, and that has me excited. Kind of like me, desperately looking for something funny to say or where to insert a joke when I'm writing these videos. Sometimes they just come. Okay, I found one. No, we're good. I got it. No, it's come. It's because I said come. As far as the world goes, Medieval Baghdad. Baghdad, what is it, 860? I'll put it up on screen. 860 AD or something. I think that's cool. It wasn't as enthralling or exciting to me as ancient Greece or ancient Egypt or French or Renaissance Italy. But when I first heard that the next Assassin's Creed was going to be Medieval Baghdad, I went, cool. That's cool. You know? I love palm trees. I love deserts. That one circular building looks really cool. Yeah, look, it's not crazy interesting to me. I mean, all I really know about Baghdad around that time is like there was a house with wisdom in it or something like that. Look, I like deserts. And the world itself looks pretty, and it looks like it has a world that lends itself to pathfinding, to running on those rooftops looking for somewhere to go, while being in awe of how beautiful it looks. And that is an interesting setting to me. There's a good chance I'll play this game and be really interested in what Medieval Baghdad was like in the real world, in the real history of it all, which is something great that pretty much all the Assassin's Creed games have done. You know? Stealth. Yes. I am not worried about stealth at all. I'm excited. Blow darts, crouching, blending, hidden blades, last known position, throwing knives, smoke bombs. We have all this stuff in Mirage. That is good. Let me use all those tools in a big enemy fortress where I have to find my way through, and with decent AI. That's good stealth to me. I think that's great stealth. And I also want to talk about the Assassin's focus, which, look, I like the concept of it, tagging for multi-layered, for taking down 3 enemies at once. I think it's cool. Do I think the teleporting looks kind of silly? Yeah, look, I'm not a big fan of the way it looks, personally. But honestly, that's a nitpick. That's not going to really take away from the game for me. That's not going to really bother me that much. I just wanted to point out that when I first saw it, I went, oh. Hey, what's for dinner? Yeah. Combat. I think combat's the hardest to talk about. Here's what I wrote. I love the free camera. I prefer a free camera that just stays consistent with the character and Basim, like in the RPG games when you compare it to the old games where it gets that, like, there's the combat camera, which is fine, but I prefer it when it's more free and I have more control over it. I love the free camera, and I love that there's a lock on, just like in the RPG games. Seems like they're bringing back counter killing and parry killing, which is great, which I love. Oh yeah, I also wrote, I saw in the combat footage that he was rolling around. And I don't think that's, like, I'm not a big fan of all that rolling around because I feel like if you play the old games, one of the things that made the combat good is how it almost, not that it feels like grounded or anything, but it just, you feel, if you're rolling around like a fucking monkey in the middle of being, like I'll save that for Dark Souls. But again, that's not a big deal to me. I'm hoping there's a sidestep. A sidestep would be great. A Tsushima-style sidestep, Bloodborne-style sidestep. That's all awesome. I love the parry kill. The parry seems satisfying. Just give me a good parry and a good counter with precise button timing that's difficult to pull off and something I can really practice and I'm happy, right? Don't make it some easy countering 10-second long bullshit like in Black Flag and Rogue, okay? Black Flag and Rogue are the only combat systems in Assassin's Creed that I didn't like. Okay, I thought it was stupid, it was way too easy and mindless, and I know that's why people praise it for being easy and simple and just mindless, but I don't know, I'd rather be more actively engaged, you know, but that's just me, right? That's just how I feel about this stuff. You know, you're you and you feel the way you do, which is, it's fine, I guess. I also really like how it's just the sword and dagger, which I think, considering that's the only weapon we're going to be able to use throughout the whole game, which I think is good, I think that is going to lead to it being more satisfying. The animation's doing better, the takedowns being more brutal. Oh, I dropped my script! The way I see it, having just a sword and dagger will lead to a more focused experience, which I think is good, and I think will suit this game very well. Its combat is hardest to predict how I'd feel, which I'm optimistic for, by the way. I think I'm going to like it no matter what, because like I said, so long as it's not like Black Flags, I'm satisfied. It seems to have dodging, parrying, perfect pairing with a free camera and precise timing. So hype. You know, take that as fact, folks. Story. Evil Order. Go kill. Yeah, okay. Cutscenes have characters that behave like people. I'm happy. Hey, there's this evil organization. We need to stop them. Okay, here's a cutscene. Oh, they're likable and cool? I'm on board. Right? That's all I really want from the story. I mean, give me some lore about the modern day. I won't reject it, but that's not what I'm excited for, honestly. So that's pretty much all I got for today. I'm excited for Assassin's Creed Mirage. I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to talk about why I'm excited. Assassin's Creed Mirage, why I'm hyped. That's what my script says. I'm excited. And I'm an Assassin's Creed fan. So I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. Are you excited for Mirage? Does the stickiness of the parkour bother you? You know, because, look, I'm not a big fan of it, but whatever. I want to know what y'all think about Mirage, because it seems to be controversial. And do you like the RPG games too? Because I love the RPG games. And are you happy that Assassin's Creed is returning to, or seems to be returning to what it was? Because I am. Because I love Assassin's Creed. I've been playing Assassin's Creed since I was 10 years old. So, I've been playing Assassin's Creed for 11 years. I'm old. Thanks for tuning in, Gamer Bones. I'll see you guys in the next video. Description, socials. I stream here on YouTube. See y'all there.